Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this level we will meet the deadliest enemy in Doom, and it will always one-hit you, and it's called gravity. Now, even though Mars has only 38% of Earth's surface gravity, it is still enough to cause Doom Marines some serious trouble. Take a look at this footage from my earlier Ultra Nightmare runs. So yeah, I hope you now understand the gravity of my warning here. But now we actually meet a new enemy, and it was the Revenant. Now they are not, well, they're definitely not as hard to kill as in multiplayer, and honestly they aren't that difficult in single player either. However, they can be quite sneaky, and if left unchecked they will rain fire on you, so I recommend dealing with them immediately when they spawn. Stun bomb is quite effective against them, so is rocket launcher with the seeker rounds or whatever they are called, and super shotgun is quite effective. Alright, and now we have the double jump, and while double jump is pretty handy, it now means that there are places that you need to double jump to. And basically that means that there are lots of places where you can fall to your death. Now another rune trial. As we remember, these rune trials, we like rune trials in Ultra Nightmare because they let us relax, plus they give us runes, so yay! Alright, I suppose this is one of the easiest rune trials really, so there is nothing more to it. We can't yet equip 2 runes at once. I like to go with vacuum, although Dazed and Confused is a great choice too. Once you can equip 2 runes, I really think you should equip those 2. But we are getting getting ahead of ourselves here. Now we have some armor loot here and ammunition. You don't really want to come back to this place, so try to find everything you can use. Now we are going to a secret here. This is the only route that you should take in order to go to this secret, unless you will fall to your death. And again, I really don't see a reason to not put this to health. But the next Argent Energy pickup will be much more interesting, because now we have fully upgraded our health. 200 health. And now we come to the bridge, and guys, don't fall. The whole level is just a big parade for falling. I'm speaking from experience. Now this is why I like to take the scope here for my assault rifle, because we have 4 to 6 imps there, and it's pretty hard to get them with anything else, so scope is pretty darn useful to get them out of the game here. And if you let them stay there and snipe you with the fireballs, there's a good chance that they will hit you while you are midair and you will fall to your death. That's right. The way you are going to die in this level is by falling. There is only one combat situation that possesses some threat, but even that is quite easy. But more importantly, since this level is, I mean, so easy to fall here, I don't recommend going for all the secrets here. I mean, of course, if you are very comfortable doing that, good for you. But I think you are cool if you found only half of them, so you get the first weapon upgrade for finding the secrets. The classic map is pretty frustrating in this particular map, so I wouldn't go for it. But again, if you want to, you can. Now this is a secret place, and this is a useless combat support drone. I just take it randomly because I'm not going to use this ever. And yeah, those random imps are patrolling on the bridge, they alert for them, and now this is an important pickup here. 30 armor. That's nice. Now, here comes the first scary jump. Wait till you are on the edge and only jump after that, otherwise you will fall. And yes, you guessed right, to your death. Alright, another secret. Oh, this is already third secret? Yes. And we can actually put the Predator token to good use now. And power up effectiveness. Fully upgraded now. And just in time, because in this level and in the next level there will be tons of power-ups for your disposal. Right, now we skipped a cutscene there. You guys have seen those cutscenes already. Yeah, I'm just getting that automap for lols, I don't know. Might prove useful in the later parts. And now there is a challenge where you should glory kill imps from behind 4 times, but I think it's not worth the risk really, because there are not that many imps in this level and they are seldomly alone, and since this whole map is just jumping around, I really think the reward isn't worth the risks. So this is the first map where I advise you not to find all the secrets, nor to do all the challenges. But again, I must stress that if you are comfortable doing that, please go ahead. And now we are upgrading the big shock there. The mastery is quite hard to get. I mean, it basically needs farming. 30 kills to demons that are stunned. I really don't see that happening anytime soon. And you shouldn't really stress about it. Doesn't matter. Now, by the way, you can get crushed by that cargo falling thing, so don't touch it. And another Predator token. We are being spoiled. But alas, we can't use it yet, because next time we want to put it to Dexterity, and it means that we need 2 Predator tokens in order to unlock. And now comes the combat situation that I mentioned earlier, which is actually, well, can be difficult, because now we have Mankubai. And rocket launcher is the way to deal with those bad guys, but I don't know, this area is quite big and it's on 2 or 3 levels, so you can easily run away. And now we have quad damage. Using quad damage against Mankubai is advised because, well, they have the most health. I mean, if you have to use quad damage against imps and possessed, I don't know, it's not well spent really. But now that we have upgraded the power of effectiveness, power-ups, they last quite long, so that's nice. And there you can see how devastating the fully upgraded explosive shot is. I mean, you can basically stagger enemies with just one direct hit. Now this arena here, if you are struggling, there are tons of loot around there, so just keep moving and find those armors, health and ammo, you name it, and avoid the enemy and build up your health. But honestly, this isn't anything compared to what's coming in the next level. Alright, and now, yeah, there are, as I said, tons of loot here, so make sure you got everything. I mean, yeah, I understand it might feel frustrating to get those 1 health pickups, but there are like 20 or 30 of them here, so it kinda builds up. And you know, you never know, it might be the difference between life and death. Oh, and yeah, there I noticed that I have just missed a hefty amount of armor there. Better late than never. And that's 30 armor, that's huge. And another loot that I missed. This is getting awkward. But now we are about to go higher. And eventually we will be on top of this tower. And soon we will kinda reach a point of no return, meaning that if you fall, that's it. We are not there yet, but once we get on top of those beams, we are starting to be there, so extra careful.
If she ruptures that accumulator near the Argent beam, she could open a portal to their world that we will never be able to close.
And this jump is pretty darn scary there. It's not scary when you are playing with regular difficult, but Ultra Nightmare, everything becomes quite scary. Alright, and now another arena here. And I don't know, this arena is not that hard. I mean, you can just run around and just turn and kill an enemy or two and keep on running. They will never even manage to damage you. Well, unless they are coming from the front. And micro missiles, pretty effective against revenants. Well, honestly, pretty effective against everything. Basically what you need to worry here are Hell Knights. Revenants can't fire, and in such a huge arena here, possess no threat to you. But Hell Knights, they can easily leap to you and do hefty amount of damage, so try to get rid of them. And really, this combat shotgun explosive shot mastery, best weapon upgrades ever spent. Whoa. Okay, that was an accident, but it's nice. Now we are here and we can easily leap to these supplies. Oh, and there was an imp. So, yeah, I suppose now you could try to get the challenge that needs you to glory kill imps, but still, you need 4 total, and I'm only seeing 2 imps, so...
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
And again, even though this arena ain't so huge as the previous one, there are still supplies, and you should again go for them. Usually in other levels you can just come back for the supplies later if you want to, but here I don't really see a guy descending 200 meters for those armor shards, so yeah.
The road to hell is paved by Argent Energy.
Alright, and another Argent Energy pickup here. Now it's totally up to you if you wanna put it to ammo or armor. If you put it to ammo, you get full ammo for your every weapon, and that's nice. I mean, if you are low on ammo at this point, please take it to ammo. Otherwise, I suppose you are better off with armor. But again, it boils down to your personal preference. And now we catch right here. And as you can see, we are going pretty high here. So for like 64th time, don't fall. And now some of these jumps here require you to time them. Don't rush it. Take your time and make sure you do it right. Alright, and now we will face some lonely imps. If they manage to hit you, they might kinda push you over the edge, and you don't want that to happen, so micro missiles, scope, this rocket launcher with the targeting system might be a bit of an overkill, but at this point, having fell to my death for 3 times in a row, I didn't want to take any risks, so... Alright, and now the exhausting climbing is almost over. Almost. Now we have some minor resistance here. Grenade should do the trick. Some possessed and possessed soldiers. Nothing too bad. If you have gotten the dazed and confused rune and you are using it, try to farm the upgrade for it by glory killing. And now I'm using chainsaw against this Hell Knight because I really don't want to fool around with Hell Knight on a narrow corridor. I mean, of course I could stun it with plasma and stuff, but when you chainsaw a guy, you get extra ammo. Plus I've noticed when I'm playing Ultra Nightmare, I tend to leave behind those gas canister drops. So that means I'm not doing things optimally. And here is a sneaky rune trial here. Equipment power might be useful later against bosses when you are using like siphon grenade. But I haven't really used this one. But even though you are not going to use a certain rune, you want to get them all as fast as possible so you can equip multiple runes at the same time. And there we go. And again, don't get crushed by that cargo train stuff thing. Here is some ammo. And there is mega health. Now we have to climb again, but it's totally worth it. 200 armor. Nice. Now I suppose we can't fall to our death anymore. At least not so easily. So congratulations if you made it this far without falling. You're a better player than I am. And now it is really worth it to check the map occasionally, because we would have missed a predator token otherwise. And you really can't afford to miss these. Now we put it to dexterity because, I mean, well, okay, first we put it to adept, switch weapons faster, but then we can get the quick hands, which means that we can grab the ledges faster, and that is pretty darn important. I mean, when you are climbing to safety during an arena fight, you really want to do it as fast as possible.
From claiming what I am owed, what I was promised.
Okay, for some reason we can't pick up that, but yeah. And now this is a moment of balls of steel. And that was the final secret that we got during this level. And it was the fourth secret, so we got the weapon upgrade point for finding half of the secrets. So you should try to find at least half. The Gauss cannon itself is nothing too serious because you will get another in the beginning of the next level, so yeah. And now we are here in the same spot for the third time. But now we won't come back anymore. Now we are just racing for the final fight, which is honestly a joke, because it's based on time. Like a survival, you have to just stay there for some time and that's it. And there is a freaking invulnerability there, so you can just chill out there and wait for the timer to expire.
Welcome to the
Or
UAC.
that's what I thought.
Opening the gates of hell.
Let's see.
The key to the future.
And now this is the trigger. Alright, and now I highly recommend that you go outside, because otherwise you will get surrounded quite easily. Now as you can see, I'm not firing at anybody because I wanted to preserve my ammunition and just wait for the timer to expire. There is the invulnerability, you wanna get it. And now I'm just killing these demons for kicks. And there is literally nothing they can do to me when I have the invulnerability. But it ended now.
Three-dimensional event in 10, 9, 8, 7,
Alright, and here's the timer.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. And nothing happens. And I must admit, I was starting to panic here that what is happening. But it turns out that apparently you have to kill a certain amount of demons. So you can't just do what I thought you can, chill out with invulnerability. So alright, now we get the quad damage and kill some demons.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
And here we go. Done deal. And as you can see, we didn't complete one challenge and we only got half of the secrets, but that's just fine. It was a healthy decision. I hope you guys like this. Share, subscribe, like, you know the regular stuff, and stay positive and let me be the Doomsayer.